Now that we're finished studying noun clauses, let's just wrap it up by reviewing some of the main things that we covered. So we know that a noun clause is a dependent clause. So it's going to be part of a complex sentence, and they start with certain words. So most commonly, a noun clause starts with that. Now remember, there's different that's in English. There's this and that, this paper, that paper. This is different. In the case of a noun clause, the word that doesn't really have a lot of meaning. It's just a grammatical word. A noun clause can also start with question words. What, whatever, where, wherever, when, whenever, who, whoever, if, and whether. So let's look at our types of noun clauses that we looked at. So we have that noun clauses. So I believe that people are basically good. So we have our main clause, our independent clause, I believe, and then we have our dependent clause, that people are basically good. Remember, to be a clause, it has to have a subject and a verb. So we have people as our subject and are as our verb in that clause. Some more examples. We know that it is hard to learn a language, and it is clear that the weather is getting colder. I'm disappointed that you didn't call. Okay, so sometimes we have the subject-verb construction here, subject-verb plus our that clause, and sometimes we have our be plus adjective, like it is clear, I am disappointed. So both of those are commonly followed by that clauses. We also have reported speech. So remember, reported speech is when you're telling what somebody said, and you need to make some changes a little bit because you're not telling exactly what they said. You're reporting it. So she said that we need more milk. You're not going to say, she said that I need more milk, because you are not her, right? She said that we need more milk. They claimed that they didn't receive your letter. They told me that the power had gone out. Now the third type of noun clause is with the question words. So we have what you said is important with that what question word. I don't know where he went. Can you tell me if you are planning to come on Tuesday? Yeah. So our question words, what, where, when, why, how, who. But we also have if and whether. So when the topic is a yes or no situation, we use if or whether. In this case, you are planning to come on Tuesday is yes or no. So why do we call a noun clause a noun clause? So a clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb. And a noun clause is called noun because it performs the same job as a noun in a sentence. So we can have subject noun clauses, object noun clauses, meaning after the verb, right? And then the object of the preposition noun clauses. Let's look at some examples of all of these. So noun clause as a subject in a sentence. What he did caused a problem for his family. So we have the noun clause, what he did, that's our subject. And the very next thing is going to be the verb of the sentence. What he did caused. Who she is a mystery. I wanted to put one like this because, yes, it is possible to have is. It looks so strange, right? But when you're speaking, you're going to group the words together, who she is. Who she is a mystery. So it's very clear that who she is the subject, and then your second is the verb. So in that noun clause, you always need a subject and a verb. And then why they need more time confuses me. We have our noun clause as our subject here, why they need more time. And then right after that, we have our verb of our sentence, confuses. Our noun clause as the object of the verb, this is our most common situation. He hopes that he will pass the test. We know that hard work pays off in the end. And I said that I would meet you on Tuesday. So all of these are objects of the verb that come directly after our main verb in the sentence. And finally, noun clause as object of the preposition, so coming after a preposition. So we talked about. About is our preposition, and then what you said is the noun clause. Are you interested in who won the basketball game? In is our preposition, and then who won the basketball game is our noun clause. And then finally, they are afraid of what he might say. We have our preposition of, and then our noun clause. There are some common problems that you should avoid when you are working with noun clauses. One is forgetting to put a subject and a verb in the noun clause. So, my parents said that is important to get an education. Remember what I said earlier. In this case, this or that is not the same as that in the noun clause. So you could make a sentence that says, that is important. That's a different kind of that, okay? So in this case, my parents said that goes together. Now you need a subject before is. My parents said that it is important to get an education. We are proud that we graduating. What's wrong here? It looks like we have a verb, graduating, but we don't. So remember, when you have the ing by itself, it's either an adjective or a gerund. If you want to make the verb with ing, you always need a be verb. We are graduating. And then another problem is using question order or do or does in a noun clause, because sometimes it looks like a question, like a regular simple question, but in a noun clause you always use sentence order and you don't put in that question do does. So I don't know, where am I supposed to go? If you say this, I will absolutely understand you, but it's a little bit wrong. How do you fix it? I don't know where I am supposed to go. And our noun clause starts with where. We're going to have subject plus verb. We're not going to switch them like you would in a question. I asked him, what movies does he like? In this case, if you are asking someone, you'd say, what movies do you like? You'd use that do, right? But this is a noun clause. So we're going to use subject verb order. I asked him what movies he likes. And then just the question, a question mark or period. So in that case, you have to look at the main clause of the sentence, the beginning of the sentence. Tell me. Is that a question? Tell me. No, that's a command, right? And so you're going to use a period. Tell me what you believe in, period. I don't know. Is that a question or a statement? It's a statement, right? So I don't know if we can make it, period. Can you explain why he's angry? Now we do have a question. Can you explain, right? The noun clause, why he is angry, still has subject, verb, order, but the whole sentence is going to have a question mark. Can you explain why he is angry? So that concludes our unit on noun clauses. I hope that this helps make everything a little bit more clear. All right, good luck.